Okay, so I'm just making this video really quick for those who have said that barbershop should be in 7 limit, or 7 limit is a viable tuning, that it's functional, especially in barbershop harmony. And I'm not going to go through the hassle of editing a thing. You can hear it clearly. It sounds the same to me in this room as it does to you through the camera in terms of the tuning that is. You decide for yourself. Which is better, the 3 limit true intonation, the Pythagorean tuning, or 7 limit? And just for full disclosure, in terms of how I tuned the 7 limit, I tuned it so that every root of every chord is Pythagorean, the 3 limit, and then I tuned each chord as a 7 limit chord. As 7 limit as it could be, except for a few situations, just to make it not sound as bad, because it would have sounded even worse if I didn't do that. Not to express my bias, but let's just see what you guys hear. Let's start with the 7 limit, and then I'll move to the Pythagorean. All right, here we go. Here is I'll put it on the screen too so you can see it. Here's the 7 limit. All right, here we go. Okay, and I don't know if you can see this, but I actually had to change the score. This should be a, what is this, a dotted half note it should be in the score. I changed it to a tie to allow for this E to be pitched up a syntonic comma, so that this can be an A minor chord, and this A be A plus, or the Pythagorean A, to this C. I tried to make this the 5/3 of this C, and keep this E the same here, and it sounded really, really bad. Especially that sounded really, really bad. So I changed it here because I thought, well, maybe some people would contest that. I'm just disclosing that. I also hear this is not Pythagorean, because I thought this whole thing, and somebody yelled at me once and said this whole thing really is G major, instead of being a G to E minor to G7. So what I did was I just made this E a 6/5 to this G here. So this G here and this G here are the same tuning, and of course this G as well. So everything else is as I said. All right, let's move to the Pythagorean. Here we go, Pythagorean tuning. So, what do you guys think? Is the Pythagorean tuning true intonation, or is it 7 limit with the root of each chord being Pythagorean? I also had attempted to make a 7-limit version where the root of every chord was not necessarily Pythagorean. But when you do that, the whole pitch shifts and goes down several times during the course of the song. I also, in the 7-limit, there are 2 to 3 chords that I had to make 5-limit dominant 7 chords, because when you go when he goes last night, where is it? I made it 5-limit because otherwise the pitch drifts. Is this whole measure here when he goes last night? This is F major chord, not a problem, but this C here, normally you'd say, oh, this should be a barbershop 7th chord here, but it can't be, because if it is, the whole thing will drop in pitch. So, and then it just gets weird over here. It's bad. So this is just a regular 5-limit. So this is a Pythagorean 7th above this. This is a Pythagorean minor 3rd between this F and D. And this is the 5/4 of this D. And then this chord is just moving a Pythagorean half step down, lima, Pythagorean diatonic half step down, and then back up. So this is also a 5/4, and this is also a 16/9 above the root. But other than that, it's all 7-limit. I just had to put that in there so you guys know that this is not, for the way I decided to do it, this is not a 7-limit section here, for the sake of the pitch not drifting and being completely different by the end. There was another way I tried to do this before, but then you had a weird G minus leaping to a C natural, which sounded bad. So anyway, yeah, I'll just let both play again, one right after the other, and let me know in the comments which you think is better. I use the French horn sound in case anybody's interested in MuseScore 3, because it's clear and there's no vibrato like in the chorus, like in some of my other videos, the chorus, the fake chorus sound. The French horn is just clear with no vibrato. So here, I'll start again with the 7-limit, and we'll go right there, and let me know what you guys think. Is this in tune, or is the 3-limit in tune? And the 3-limit. So there you have it. I think for me it's pretty clear which is the obvious winner there. But let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any questions or you think I might have tuned something wrong in either version, let me know. And yeah, make sure to like if you like this, subscribe, all the things. All right, see you in the next video.